everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of Rare Beauty. So when I say full face, there's a couple of things that are samples, or one or two things that are missing, so I need to kind of find a better wording. But Rare Beauty has been like insane the past like year, especially for me, because I've been like discovering the brand and just buying a lot from them and just really liking their stuff. And I've accumulated things recently, including the new highlighter, and there's also like a little set that came out. I mostly got everything, well, I did get everything from Space NK, because I think that's one of the only places where you can physically buy Rare Beauty. You can also buy them on the Sephora website, where there is a Sephora opening soon in London, I think in March, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, I've picked up a couple of things along the way, and I thought I would just do a full face. So we're going to start off with primer and foundation. So when I mentioned samples, I mentioned that I got a sample of this. So I got a sample of the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation, which I do want to try, but I just want to know what it's like before I commit £30 to it, in all honesty. And this come with a sample of their primer. So I do have their illuminating primer, which I do really like. When I used it, I was like, why is my hand silver? And then I realized that the primer has a lot of like silver, like glitter in it, and I was a bit off put by it. And although it does look a bit weird, it does feel really nice on the skin. So if you don't want illuminating primer, then there is another primer that you can get. Obviously I'm going to try it out now, because this is the version of it that I got. So most of the time when you buy from Space NK, this is obviously not sponsored, it's just me talking to you about it, that you can get up to like 2 samples of things, and they always have like a little selection of things that you can get a sample of. So I always get random stuff, but if there's ever a Rare Beauty thing, or if there's ever just a brand that I like to use, for example like Charlotte Tilbury or anything like that I am interested in, I will always try and get a sample of it, because I want to know what it's like, instead of paying the whole amount and not liking it and it not being for me. Samples I think are fantastic to try, and I do have another sample of something that I will try in a minute, but I am liking this primer so far. I'm just going to use the whole sample of it, because why not? I just need to get as much softness on my skin, because my skin is super duper dry. But this primer is very nice. I mean, it's extremely moisturizing and very like plumpy on my skin, which is what I need. So that so far is a win. I will see how much it is, and then I will maybe pick it up, even if like I have the illuminating one. But again, that is just kind of a mistake. I think I wasn't expecting it to be that glittery, but I still use it because it is quite nice. So now we're going on to foundation. So I did obviously in the sample get 5 different shades, but I'm only kind of gonna go for this one because this is the only one it comes with. But I know that on the back of the card there's so many different shades, so I think, I mean, I'm not going to count, but I think there's 48 shades. So that is amazing for a brand that hasn't been around for crazy amount of years. I think they must be in their like 2nd year maybe. To have like, oh god, it's going everywhere. To have that many shades in a foundation is already amazing. So I'm just gonna wipe it off and then just put it on my face and hope that it doesn't look weird, or that it's not too, I mean, I don't really have any other choice, because the other shades are going to be too deep for me, and the one next to it looks a little bit orange. So I'm just gonna put this on and hope this doesn't explode anymore. But so far it looks not too bad. I mean, how does it look? Yeah, it's giving me some kind of coverage, so I'm just definitely gonna put this on my face, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it really. So that I haven't even gotten like through the whole of the sample, and that's really covered up a lot, well pretty much all of my face. I'm gonna put that to the side because I feel like it's gonna go everywhere. But you know what, it's actually looking not that bad. I mean, I have very dry and problematic skin, so I need to really just find a foundation that won't make me look completely horrible. I think with the primer it's worked out really nicely. I think for someone with dry skin, I'm going to give it a minute to kind of settle in, just because obviously it's going to work its magic on me. So now I'm going to go in with my other sample for the Positive Light Under Eye Brighter. So I know the way I'm going to use this is probably not the way it's intended to, because you have the applicator, which is like a metal cooling applicator, and I just have my finger, like I really don't have anything else to use it. But with this sample you get a big amount of samples, so I'm just going to go in with light, because I feel like light medium might be a bit too deep for me. So I'm gonna just go in with that and see what happens. Again, like I won't get that much, which is fine, because I know that this is only meant to be for the under eyes, and it's only meant to be used, it's not even really a concealer, it's basically a way for your kind of under eye bags to disappear, which I need because my sleeping has been terrible recently. So I'm just going to tap that in and just hope it doesn't make me look insane, and just hope it works. You know what, that has done quite a nice job. I mean, I think this side is a bit better than this side. I think I might have added a bit too much, but it does, I think it makes my eye bags just kind of like disappear. So all the kind of greys and the deep tones under my eyes are really non-existent, so that is pretty nice. I do want to try it obviously with the applicator just to see if it does anything different, but let's go on to blush. So I've used this many times, but this is the I think they're called like the melting blushes. I can never remember what they're called, but this is in the shade Nearly Mauve. This is the only shade I have of this, but I absolutely love it. I do have the liquid version as well, which is absolutely stunning. I have it as mini, and I still haven't used it up. I do use it quite a lot, and obviously the liquid highlighter as well, but we're going in with another highlighter today. But I just love this blush so much. It just gives me so much colour, like it's so pigmented. I probably put on too much, but if you're new to my channel, I like to put on a lot of blush. I like to emphasize my cheeks a lot, but this is, I mean, this is not a first impressions on this at all. I just really love it. But I'm gonna go off camera, use my setting powder, because I can already feel like my skin is like melting, and then we'll go on to the highlighter. So now that I'm all matte and ready to go on to highlighter, so this is the Positive Light Silky Touch highlighter. So this sold out like super quickly, and I wanted to get it from their website because I didn't know when it was going to be in store, but I am pretty sure you can get them in stores now. Like I mentioned, you can go to a couple of Space NKs and they'll just have them, but I got the shade Exhilarate because I felt like this is probably going to be the most perfect shade for me, because there were a couple of like, well, I think altogether there's about 5 shades, and I think this one probably will work for me. I'm going to give it a swatch because I haven't even touched it yet, but I've seen so many people talk about it, and I'm just really excited to try it because obviously I love me a good highlighter. So I'm just going to go in with my NYX highlighter brush, and we're just going to tap it and pray that it gives me something, because I have seen, oh my god, okay, yes, it definitely gave me something. I'm just going to use some of it on this side because, oh wow, I mean, I could have used a smaller brush, but I'm just going to blend it out because it's just settled in one part of my face. But I'm just going to blend it because, wow, that is very pigmented. I mean, I've seen a couple of people review it, and obviously people that I tend to trust when it comes to makeup, and they've really liked it. So I'm hoping like this will be like that for me, but it does look super nice. Wow. And I mean, this is not affordable. I think this highlighter was probably around, it was over £20 for sure. I think it was like 20 something pounds. And I mean, it's a highlighter, and I really like Rare Beauty at the moment. I think last year they were probably one of my favorite brands because I was just trying so much by them, and everything I used, it wasn't a disappointment. So now we're going to go onto the eyes. I love that highlighter. So I'm going to go in with the Sincerely Me mini eye essentials. So it comes with an eyeshadow palette and a mini mascara. I have tried the mascara before, which is really nice, but I'm just going to concentrate on the eyeshadow because I don't really use mascara as much. So this is what the palette looks like. I know you can get a larger version of this, but I just, every time I try that, every time I see the eyeshadow palettes, they seem to be sold out in a lot of places. So you get 5 shades. I think for me, this is like perfect. I wouldn't want anything much bigger, especially for like a first impression. So I'm going to go quickly and put on my Urban Decay primer because I know it defeats the purpose, but I feel like my eyelids are probably too dry today to give it like a fair try. So I'll do that and then we'll get started. Okay, so we're just going to kind of use as many shades as I can today. I feel like I don't know if I'd be able to incorporate like a yellow with like the redder tones, but I'll see how it goes. But I'm going to start off with this shade, and on the back they're written, but this is called Candid. So I'm just going to take just one of my kind of fluffy brushes from Real Techniques, and we're just going to tap off any excess because it feels like there's a bit of kind of like fallout in the pan, which is not too bad. You have a mini mirror, so I'm just going to concentrate and make a decent look out of this. Okay, so that was going on quite nicely. So now I kind of realised I don't really have much of a choice, so I'm gonna have to go in with the yellow, which is called Gracious. So I'm going to put that kind of blending in with the first shade to pick up anything, a lot of excess I'm going to have to tap off, and then we're just going to blend that in to that one. Okay, now we're going to finish off actually with this shimmer here, which is called Uplifted, and then we'll use this shade as an inner corner shade. I think with this palette it needs a bit more oomph to me. I'm feeling a little disappointed with it. I don't know, again, I mean that's why I use that primer to kind of just for any kind of pigmentation, because I feel like, because I filmed a video before this and I know sometimes my eyelids might be a bit wet from removing the makeup before and it doesn't catch properly, but when I've got my primer on, normally that shouldn't be a problem, but it seems like this is not working as well as I was hoping. It's kind of blending into a bit of a mess, which is a little bit disappointing because this could be the first Rare Beauty product that I tried that I don't like, which is actually a bit sad because it's an eyeshadow palette and I live for eyeshadow palettes, but this is not, I'm not vibing with this as much, which is a bit sad. I mean, the shimmer is very nice, but I don't think as a whole it's looking that great. It just looks like I've been punched in the face, but we're just going to keep on because I just want to complete the look, and hopefully like this little shimmer at the end, which is called, there's a lot of fallout, this shimmer at the end is called Empowered. So I'm just going to use that. I know that this is like a glitter shade. I don't know, I'm not really a fan of using glitters on my eyes just for like safety, but maybe if I'm using it for like a Halloween look or something, then I might use it, but I'm just going to use that here. So yeah, this is I mean, this inner corner is looking quite nice. I mean, I think I prefer the makeup I've done on this side than this side, because here it's just kind of blended into a bit of nothing, and then here I've got a bit more kind of going for it, but this last shade is quite nice for a nice inner corner. That's fine at least. Okay, so like I mentioned, I'm not going to go in with the mascara because I have tried the mascara before and I don't want to open like a brand new one, and my other one is somewhere in my collection, but it's a very nice mascara. So now we're going to go onto the lips. So I actually picked this up on like a little discount sale. I think that they were having during, I don't know if it was Black Friday, it was like an end of year kind of sale that they were doing. So I've got one of their lip souffles. I have tried a lip souffle before, but this is in a different shade, and this is in the shade Thrilling. So this is like a deep chocolate shade, which I'm kind of a bit worried about, but you know what, I'm excited to try all different tones. So let's see if I can open this first, how it's gonna look. But first, wow, this is quite yeah, it's quite stuck. Okay, so I tried for like 10 minutes to open it. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this thing. It's really annoying because I even put it under some hot water, like a kettle or something, and it is not budging. So I'm not very happy about that. So I'm actually just going to go in with one of the kind of Kind Word lip kits that I got. I think I got it like a few months ago, and I only just realised that you can twist the bottom to make the pencil like go up. I thought it was a sharpener and everything, so I'm just going to put this on and then we'll end the look. Okay, so this is my finished look using almost a full face of Rare Beauty. So I have some mixed emotions going on. I think everything is pretty good apart from maybe the eyeshadow. I need to give it another go because honestly this is not what I would call great quality. Like even on this side, I mean this side looks fine, but when you look at it as like, okay, this little thing was like maybe £20, and you know this is not great for that. I can't imagine that the bigger size will be any better, and I think the big eyeshadow palette is around £30. I don't think I would ever pick that up. I mean, the foundation is looking really nice. I look forward to maybe picking that up in the future. Primer was very nice as well. Highlighter, beyond amazing. I mean, it is a beautiful highlighter. The under eye concealer brightening thing was pretty good. I mean, it's creased a little bit, but that's because I never really powder under my eyelids as much as I should, so I should probably get into that. But yeah, this is my finished look. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've picked up from anything from Rare Beauty recently or what your favourite item is. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. I hope to see you very soon. Bye.